Many people are mad because the government have since sent $75 billion US so far to Ukraine. And instead of taking out that money to help him with the situations in America, it's being sent overseas. It's estimated about $5 billion US only will be required to rebuild the affected areas in Lahaina. I said only because what is being sent to Ukraine is a whole lot more than this. It shouldn't be that difficult to rebuild Lahaina, right? Well, this has attracted a lot of people to speak their minds on this, including Desantis. Let's watch the videos because even the Desantis was backed up by a lot of Americans on this. Let's watch the videos.
As President of the United States, your first obligation is to defend our country and its people. And that means you're sending all this money, but you're not doing what we need to do to secure our own border.
They trying to send another $24 billion to Ukraine. Joe Biden at this point, I feel like he just getting old and he keep forgetting that he sent the money already. He forgot he pushed sent. Biden, wake up. You good, bruh? I really feel like America has fallen victim of being the part of a political Tinder swindler. Now, if you didn't see that damn show, it was about this younger dude raising up these old hoes and making sure they fall in love, making sure they feel comfortable. And then out of nowhere, he would go through some type of drama where out of nowhere enemies is coming after him. And he's texting these old hoes like, hey, these enemies is after me. Please send money. They sending millions of dollars to help him from his enemies. Don't that sound like what's going on with Ukraine? It sounds like President Zelensky sat on Biden's lap and asked for some more money. And he actually giving it. And I don't like what's going on with your dumb ass.
So Joe Biden wants Congress to approve another $24 billion to Ukraine, but most Americans are not having it. According to new data, most Americans think we've done enough and we should focus on our issues at home and we can't keep sending assistance and aid to Ukraine indefinitely. With all the devastation going on in Hawaii right now, the fact that we're even talking about Ukraine when we have all these issues on the home front is just mind-boggling to most Americans. I also feel like we as Americans deserve a transparent, itemized list of where all this money is going in Ukraine because they're not really good at allocating our tax dollars well here in the 50 states. What makes you think they're doing a good job overseas? And Joe, if you're listening, I know you want to keep Zelensky happy, but we have kids going to bed hungry here in the United States. We have veterans sleeping on the street. It's okay to be a little selfish and put ourselves first until we get things under control here. Take the migrant situation in New York, for example. Eric Adams says it's going to cost another $12 billion to house these migrants and take care of them when this really isn't our responsibility. I just got off the phone with some people who are really far left and they told me, look, we're tired of sending money to Ukraine. We're tired of having these open borders. We want it all to stop too, but we're too scared to say it. This seems to be a common theme in our country right now where they want to keep us divided and keep things polarized, but most people on the left, the right, the middle have a lot of things we agree on. And y'all know I always keep it real, so let me just say this. A majority of Americans are really living paycheck to paycheck. I know we keep hearing about Bidenomics and how well everything is going, but the data shows that people aren't buying it, okay? They know what's happening when they see their bills at the end of the month, and it's not reflecting what we're hearing from Washington, D.C. and the wealthy political elite. So I hope Joe Biden has a moment of reckoning with his team because a majority of Americans, they're working hard. They don't want their tax dollars to go overseas to fund a war that they don't think is going anywhere. We've sent billions of dollars already. We've sent cluster munitions. It might be time to push for more resolve. It might be time to push them back to the table to find a resolution to this war. So call me far-fetched, but it might be nice for American tax dollars to stay here in America for a little while, okay? Someone working at the gas station, at the grocery store, trying to provide for their family, why should they have to pay for a war in Ukraine, a country they're never going to go to? All right, thank you guys for liking and following. You know I welcome everyone on my page, but drop a comment and tell me how you feel. Do you think we should be sending another $25 billion to Ukraine? And in case you haven't figured it out by now, I am never going to stop speaking up for hardworking Americans. I'm never going to stop advocating for common sense solutions and what a majority of the country wants. I will see you on the next one. Bye.
Do you want to know what really pisses me off? The fact that we can send billions and billions of dollars and troops to Ukraine, but our own American citizens right now in Hawaii are without food, water, shelter, and just basic necessities to survive. And the thing that gets me even more is the Americans that are trying to help these people are being denied access to helping these people by the government. Because apparently if you're not Red Cross or FEMA, you're not allowed to give somebody food, water, or gasoline. They are withholding all of this from the Hawaiian people. They are not allowing them access to any of these necessities. Meanwhile, our government has no problem getting things to Ukraine immediately. Also, tell me the last time that 3 natural fires started naturally all at the same time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not buying this whole it was a hurricane or whatever the hell they're saying caused this. It's BS. Oh, and it's just pure coincidence too that the 3 areas affected by the fire are the most precious land in Hawaii that all the elites have been trying to get their hands on forever, and the locals will not sell out to them no matter how much money they've been offered. It's pure coincidence.
I don't know how much more convincing we need to comprehend that our government, amongst many other governments out there, are corrupt. They don't care about us, and they blatantly make you understand that. Sleepy Joe decides to send $700 apiece to each individual of this island that has lost massive loss, their retirement funds, everything. Let me explain to you how much $700 gets you in this country. Run outside your door, make a U-turn, walk back in, your $700 gone. That's it. Your $700 is gone. Trump wanted $7 to $10 billion to build a wall for the sake of our country. Regardless if you hated him or hate the idea, the money was going towards something for this country. Meanwhile, Sleepy Joe requests and our government decide to approve over $150 billion to a country that is not in war. I don't give a shit what you say. There ain't no records, ain't no videos, not on our social platforms, not on China's social platforms, ain't no motherfucking war going on over there. The only footage I see are people thriving in Ukraine. Beach parties, bachelor parties, golfing, living a motherfucking lifestyle. Meanwhile, the people of Hawaii is in devastation right now. Sleepy Joe has lied so much, majority of his career in politics. The motherfucker lies so much, he has to lie to cover up the lie that he said a week before. Let me explain. He was giving a speech a few weeks ago, and the point that he was making involved his mom. I visited my mom last week, and all the people in the audience, 22 and a half of them was clapping and cheering, forgetting the fact that his mom fucking dead. Your mom is dead, Sleepy Joe. What are you talking about? How you visit your mom last week? The man lies so much, he has to cover up the lies that he's been told. Our government knows that we can't do nothing about it. You want to know why? Because they know we are divided. And they know as long as there's stupid motherfuckers like this, these people right here, this couple right here, that they know they're going to continue getting over on us. I'm heartbroken for the people of that island that are going through this. $700 motherfucking dollars. Oh, this motherfucker.
As we all know, Joe Biden has been sending billions and billions of dollars to the Ukraine. Even put aside a few billion for climate change efforts that we see going on all around the world. However, for all of these fires in Hawaii, he is only offering those people $700 per household. The catastrophic damage and the trauma that everybody is enduring over there, how is Ukraine any more important? $67.1 billion for defensive capabilities and $46 billion for non-defense aid. And y'all, this man really said we are laser focused on getting aid to survivors. The people that were there know what happened. The people that survived knows what happened. What's your opinion on this? What do you think it was? Do you think really the wind caused the fires to spread? What else could it be?
$200 million to Ukraine, not even to mention of what's going on in Hawaii. We send young men, and I guess women now in a lot of places, to death so that elites in Washington sitting behind a desk with their Secret Service protecting them, they're not even close to a battlefield. No risk of anybody dropping a bomb in their head or getting shot in the head. They virtue signal through the media and through fake speeches that this is somehow for freedom or democracy, while young men and women die so that we can fight a proxy war and try to economically cripple Russia and flirt with nuclear war. For what reason, I'm not sure exactly, but what reason they tell you is malarkey. Bullshit. while we can't even take care of our own country. Does that not tell you something about Washington, how broken the entire system is?
Okay, so just in case you're wondering as into why everyone is so mad at Biden right now, so here's why. This is what Biden had to say. FEMA also authorized a one-time payment of $700 per household. Folks have been displaced so they can do the immediate things of just taking care of medications and prescriptions that they so badly need. Those were Biden's words, and it has made a lot of people so mad. I've never been to Maui or Lahaina, but the fact that I know is any exotic island tourist attracted places are quite costly. And according to Biden, the $700 is not even for one person, as in per person. It's $700 per household. So, this made me wonder. Like I started wondering, I was beginning to wonder, like, how many people are in Maui. Their population, according to the 2021 census, was 164 to 2100. So if he gave every single person like $700, that would be like 1500 million US dollars. So far he has sent over 75 billion US dollars to Ukraine. So if you times that $700 US dollars by 10, that would be at least 7,000 US dollars per household. That will make a very much bigger, better difference. If only he tried to give 7,000 US dollars per household, and it can only cost him like 1 billion US dollars. You see why America is so mad. It can only cost him like 1 billion US dollars, and he has sent over 75 billion US dollars to Ukraine. You guys, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below, and subscribe to this channel if you have not, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Peace.